Hey guys, today we'll be going through 10 rom-com animes you should be watching. Please note that these will be in no particular order, and I've tried to avoid adding any mainstream animes, for example Kaguya-sama. Without any further ado, let's get right into it.
俺はな、それくらいお前のことああああい犬塚見っけあいやっくらなんか用か
加勢しようと思ってさ。
いや一人で大丈夫だから
遠慮しなくていいぞ。
いやだから遠慮なんて
痛いって言ってるのよ。
The first one on our list goes by the name Boarding School Juliet. The story takes place in the fair Dahlia Academy, where two regions, both alike in dignity, come together. The black doggies of the eastern nation of Toa and the white cats of the Principality of West have a long-standing rivalry. Romeo Inuzuka, leader of the Black Doggies dorm, and Juliet Persia, leader of the White Cats dorm, are bittersweet enemies. In reality, however, Romeo and Juliet are hopelessly in love, but revealing their relationship would wreak havoc in this academy, and both would be shunned from their respective dorms. They desperately hide their love in order to maintain peace, but a secret relationship means they miss out on many of the activities normal couples get to experience. As they grow closer together, Romeo and Juliet must come to terms with the fact that keeping their relationship a secret may prove to be impossible, but their desperate romance motivates them to keep trying.
意外。紳士にされてもっと怒ってるかと思ったよ。
そうか。
でもよかった。なんか全然怒ってないみたいで。
怒るなど生ぬるい。腹渡逃げくり返ったるわ。この俺がお前のような小娘に使えねばならんこの屈辱、情けなくて昨夜は一睡もできなかったわ。だが仕方ない。
The second anime on our list is Kami-sama Kiss. High schooler Nanami Momozono has quite a few problems of late, beginning with her absent father being in such extreme debt that they lose everything. Her mentality being crushed and her now becoming homeless, she runs into a man being harassed by a dog. After helping him, she explains her situation, and to her surprise, he offers her his home in gratitude. But when she discovers that his home is a rundown shrine, she tries to leave. However, she's caught by two shrine spirits and a fox familiar named Tomoe. They mistake her for the man Nanami rescued, the land god of the shrine named Mikage. Realizing that Mikage must have sent her there as a replacement god, Tomoe leaves abruptly, refusing to serve a human. Rather than going back to being homeless, Nanami loses herself in her divine duties. But if she must keep things running smoothly, she'll need the help of a certain hot-headed fox. In her fumbling attempt to seek out Tomoe, she lands in trouble and ends up sealing a contract with him. Now the two must traverse the path of godhood together as god and familiar. But it will not be easy, for new threats arise, in the form of a yokai who wants to devour the girl, a snake that wants to marry her, and Nanami's own unexpected feelings for her new familiar.
三つも嬉しいでしょ。私にこんなに一途に思われて。
嬉しくね
嬉しいよね。
全然嬉しくね
本当は嬉しいんだよね。
嬉しくねってだよお前から離れたかったから外部受験したのにこれで全部使い出した
The third anime on our list is Golden Time. Due to a tragic accident, our MC Tada Banri is struck with amnesia, with the memories of his hometown and past being deleted. However, after befriending Mitsuo Yanigasawa, he decides to move on and begin a new life, at a law school in Tokyo. But just as he's beginning to adjust to his college life, the beautiful Koko Kaga dramatically enters into Banri's life, and their fateful meeting marks the beginning of an unforgettable time at this college. After having a glimpse of college life, Banri learns that he's in a new place and a new world. A world where he can start his life anew. Koko Kaga is shown to be a loud and desperate girl who's crushing on the MC's best friend. But this best friend of his tries his hardest to avoid her, and slowly she gives up as she grows closer to Banri, and they form a relationship, which becomes the beginning of a series of unforgettable events for Tada Banri's life.
危ない。ひとまずこれで大丈夫。
天野くん。すみません、話の最中に。もう僕はなんて失礼なことを。じゃあ。
The fourth anime on this list is Gamers. This is a story that revolves around certain students and one hobby, gaming. Amano Keita is our lonely protagonist who has a passion for gaming and is friends with Uehara Tasuku, who is also secretly a fellow gamer with a mysterious past and is someone who believes his current life is perfect. We also have Karen Tendo, the club president of the video games club, and Chiaki Hoshinomori, who constantly argues with our protagonist. Karen invites Amano Keita to the club, and of course he accepts. But after a day of club activities, Keita decided to leave this club, as he wants to have his own way having fun playing video games. But Karen doesn't take this decision lightly, and so the story of non-stop sequence of comedy scenes and misunderstandings begins.
お付き合い前提でうちで働きませんか？
そうじゃないでしょ。私をこのお店で働かせてくださるんですか？そこ？
はい、ぜひお願いします。あなたのような
The fifth anime on the list is Blend S. The story follows an innocent 16-year-old Micah who wishes to be independent. However, the menacing look she unintentionally makes when she tries to smile always causes her to be rejected in her job interviews. Distressed by this, Micah happens to come across a cafe store, where she looks through the window in envy, where the Italian store manager Dino happens to notice her and becomes obsessed with her cuteness at first sight, and so brings her in. He offers her a job as a waitress, where she has to roleplay as a sadistic character due to her unintentional menacing expressions she makes. This roleplay seems to please a pair of masochistic customers, and so her work life begins, and we see the relationship she forms with her coworkers and customers, and thus begins the unforgettable comedic events that occur, which will definitely make you viewers chuckle.
俺の彼女なんでやめてください。はい、なんでしょう。走って逃げるとこですか？いや、逃げましょう。
そうじゃなくて、この方たち日本語わかんないみたいなの。
The sixth anime on the list will be Rainbow Days, which follows the colorful lives and romantic relationships of four high school boys. Natsuki Hashiba, a dreamer with delusions of love. Tomoya Matsunaga, a narcissistic playboy who has multiple girlfriends. Keiichi Katakura, a kinky sadist who always carries a whip. And Tsuyoshi Naoe, an otaku who has a cosplaying girlfriend. When Natsuki's girlfriend suddenly breaks up with him on Christmas Eve, he breaks down in tears in the middle of the street and is offered tissues by a girl in a Santa Claus suit. He instantly falls in love with this girl, Anna Kobayakawa, who surprisingly attends the same high school as him. Natsuki's pursuit of Anna should have been simple and uneventful. However, his nosy friends constantly meddle in his relationship, as they strive to succeed in their own endeavors of love. Our seventh anime on the list is actually I Am. One day after school, Asahi Kuromine stumbles upon the truth that Yoko Shiragami, the girl he has a crush on, is actually a vampire. According to her father's rules, Yoko must now quit school in order to keep her family safe, since her secret is out. However, Asahi does not want her to go, and promises that he'll keep her true identity a secret. Unfortunately, this turns out to be easier said than done, as Asahi is a man who's easy to read, and is unable to keep any secrets to himself. And this is only the beginning of his troubles. More supernatural beings enter his life, and he's forced to protect all of their identities or face the consequences. This anime follows the story of our protagonist Asahi as he deals with his new friends and the unique challenges they bring. He struggles to keep his mouth closed, whilst desperately trying to win Yoko's heart in the process.
2人がいてくれれば男なんてどうでも。
色気のねえパン。
The eighth anime on our list is Blue Spring Ride, or known as Aoi Haru Ride, and this anime follows a young high school girl, Yoshioka Futaba, who has a few reasons why she wants to reset her image and life as a new high school student. Because her cuteness attracts many boys, she was avoided by her female friends in junior high, and because of a misunderstanding, she couldn't get her feelings across to the one boy she's ever liked, Tanaka-kun. Now in high school, she's determined to be as unladylike as possible so that her friends won't be jealous of her. While living this high school life, she comes across Tanaka-kun again, but he now goes under the name of Mabuchi Ko. He tells her that he felt the same way as she did when they were younger, but now things can never be the same again, for reasons we find out later in the show, as we explore the backstory of the male character in the show. Will Futaba be able to continue her love that never even started 3 years ago?
彼氏のふりをすればいいんだよね。
神様、こんな慈悲深い人が存在するなんて世の中捨てたもんじゃないですね。
じゃあまずは
はい、まずは
3回回ってお手からのワンだな。
The ninth anime on our list is quite similar to our previous one, and this one goes by the name Wolf Girl and Black Prince. And this story follows Erika Shinohara, who lies about her romantic relationships in order to gain respect from her friends. So when they ask for a picture of her boyfriend, she quickly snaps a photo of a handsome stranger, whom her friends recognize as the popular and kind-hearted Kaguya-sama. Trapped in her own web of lies and desperately trying to avoid humiliation, Erika explains her situation to Kaguya, hoping he'll pretend to be her boyfriend. But Kaguya is not the angel he appears to be. He appears to be a sadist who forces Erika to become his dog in exchange for keeping up his facade. As their facade continues, the two grow closer together. Will Kaguya persuade her to become honest to her friends, or is she destined to be his dog forever?
喧嘩してたの。
この人を倒すためです。
倒す。ね、彼氏が何したかは知らないけどね。刃物はダメだよ、刃物は。
彼氏？
血は喧嘩かなんかだと思われてんだろ。
私とこいつとはそういう関係じゃありません。
とにかく別れ話とかならちゃんとお互い話し合って、もっと穏やかにね。
The last and 10th anime on this list is The Devil is a Part-Timer. We begin this story following a protagonist, Sadao, who is the demon lord of his own world, and he's one step away from world domination, until the hero Emilia steps in, and Sadao is forced to exit this world, and is sent to modern-day Tokyo. To his surprise, his abilities don't work in this world, and his strength is faded. Sadao begins to work part-time at McDonald's to earn a living, and begins to be acquainted with a female co-worker, who slowly becomes fond of him. On one fateful day, he encounters the hero Emilia on his way to work, and offers her an umbrella without knowing her identity. And so the story begins, where both the hero and the demon lord from another world begin to form an awkward relationship. Will they work together in order to find their way back to their home world, or will things get complicated and violent? With that being said, that concludes our list. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, Anime Works, as well as turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos.